Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shonen and Chill, hosted by Zenrotto and Oceaniz.
Hello, folks, to this wonderful episode in this very special week. Because someone has done something that we need to talk about. A certain guy whose name rhymes with Morikoshi has canonized something that he probably shouldn't have.
Can we just talk about how every mangaka watches this show?
Literally, every single one of them. It's incredible. We have our finger on the pulse of manga.
You heard it here first, people.
Yeah, people are always like, oh, do you really think your opinions matter that much? Apparently they do.
Clearly they do.
Yeah. So, Horikoshi-san, thank you so much for listening. We will be taking credit for the idea. You can send us a check or you can send us like an invoice. It's all right. You can also reach me via my PayPal, which is oceans@hotdudes.com. Yeah, just slip me that money. It's all good.
Yeah, we're just going to take royalties every time All For One appears on the panel from now on.
Yeah, he's our character now.
Yeah. The copyright transferred to us.
Yeah, we adopted him. Our awful, terrible son. I hate him. But all right, before we get sort of into the manga stuff, is there any sort of manga related topic that's important?
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is officially confirmed for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
feel like there was something else that I saw and I was like, oh, and then I didn't talk about it.
I think the Chainsaw Man anime is also sort of confirmed for October 23.
Oh, good.
I thought but the thing is that because this was at the MAPPA event and everyone was like making shit up, so I don't know if that was made up or not.
Oh yeah, it's hard to tell because it's just become like a funny meme to just post like, haha, this thing, and so now finding news on Twitter is like an absolute fucking nightmare.
I mean, one of the like big accounts got caught lying really badly because like one of those like big anime news hype accounts was like, wow, Toji looks so hot in this trailer. We didn't get a trailer. No one did.
Oof.
Yeah. But I guess that should give you some insight on how much shit is just made up by these people.
Yeah, you just kind of say stuff and hope it works out, and then you get a following for it.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's the wonders of the digital age.
Yeah, the internet's a magical place, so they say.
Oh yeah, it's very magical, but it's Saruman magic, not Gandalf magic. Put it that way. All right. So, do we get into the top threes?
Yeah, let's go ahead. What's your top 3 this week?
Number 1 is My Academia. Number 2 is Dr. Stone, and number 3 is Mashle.
Okay, so my number 3 is Dr. Stone. My number 2 is My Hero Academia, and my number 1 is Mashle.
Wait. So let me get this straight. We get the big Dr. Stone reveal chapter, and you put My Hero above it?
Yes, just because I feel like that reveal was an entire chapter of stuff that we kind of already knew from last week.
Okay, well,
like we put it together from last week.
Well, I guess we'll get to it when we get to the chapter. But all right, damn.
And if I'm being completely honest, a lot of the My Hero praise I'm gonna have is based purely around the fact that this is just our version of All For One.
Yeah, I mean, we kept saying that our version of All For One is superior, and we'd love it if he got canonized. So we're just being consistent.
Yeah, if anything, we're just proving that our opinions are consistent.
Yeah, exactly. But before we get to into that, we unfortunately have to talk about some monthlies.
Yeah, oh god, dude, that's like the darkest part of the show is when we have to start talking about the monthlies.
Yeah, it's like that Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny meme. It's like Shonen and Chill talking about monthlies.
Yeah, so it's the first fucking nightmare is Vigilantes.
Yeah, okay, you know what? This chapter was alright.
In a vacuum, it was fine. I actually thought it was kind of cute, but I'm so over it now that like I don't think it matters how good they actually make an individual chapter anymore. I can't tolerate it anymore. Like, it could be in a vacuum like a beautiful fucking narrative masterpiece, and I'd still be like, is he still punching that fucking fire, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm too far gone, dude. It's been almost a year straight.
Yeah, true. I mean, it again, when you put it like that, it's very annoying. But in isolation, as you said, this chapter is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, I liked the
Like,
little like childhood friend little fantasy thing that he was having, and they were both like just playing, and that was cute. And
yeah, and the final spread is raw.
It is very raw. Yeah, it's very cool. It would have been really cool if that was like maybe the 6th chapter after the fight started, and then the fight was now over. But you know, pacing aside, which is everything right now, it was very cute.
Yeah, exactly. You know, these chapters sort of remind me that Koichi's actually not that bad of a protagonist. I just wish the story knew how to use him better more often.
Yeah, I like Koichi as a character, even though it really feels like his quirk is busted as fuck. Like, he can just do anything apparently at this point. I like him. He's a sweet lad.
Yeah, and I sort of like the sentiment and the vibes in this chapter where it's like, I'm kind of gonna die no matter what, but I'm going to keep playing with you because this is what we both sort of. This is sort of both our dreams in a way. You playing out your villain fantasy, me playing out my hero fantasy. So I'm still here. I like that. Like, it's the sort of like smaller scale emotional shit that I think these sorts of shonen always benefit from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's fighting a giant fire demon skeleton, which, you know, totally relatable.
As one does.
Every Wednesday. Also, I can't help it. Every time I see All for One now, I just get happy.
I know. I like him all of a sudden now. Yeah. I used to hate him so much. Now I like him a lot.
Yeah, stupid potato-faced fuck. My awful son. He has every disease. We're gonna just recharacterize him as like a horrible child. Absolute nightmare baby.
Oh man, he went from being a character where I was like, please get this freaking thing out of my series, and now I'm like, please, more All for One. Just get. I don't care about anyone else.
Yeah, I can't believe we've memed ourselves into liking him.
I know.
This is the worst timeline.
We did it to ourselves.
I can't believe it. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say on Vigilantes. It was a very much sort of, it was a good chapter in an ocean of, oh my god, why are we still here?
Yep.
Why are we still here?
Why are we still here out of 10?
Like the chapter is also called, I'm still here. So why are you still here?
Why are you still here?
There you go.
Oh my god. All right, so the next up is going to be Choujin X.
Been a while, hasn't it?
God, I know. Holy shit. Since November.
Yeah, since November. But I kind of like that because I had forgotten that we had sort of ended the last arc, and now we're getting sort of into some new stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess the break was kind of well planned. Oh, also, actually, there is some news regarding Choujin X. Did you hear that? The author pulled out of the physical magazine.
I saw that.
Immediately. Like, I think he released 5 chapters in that, and just was like, no, I'm going back to digital only chapters. This shit sucks.
Yep. Which I respect wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah. You know what else I respect? Tokyo dreaming of having his head crushed by the girl with the super thighs.
I like how the caption on that is just has a very good dream.
Yes, I too have very good dreams. That's what we're calling them now. But yeah, this was a cool chapter. Very sort of a nice reintroduction, I feel like.
Yeah, it was nice because I feel like we kind of got a little bit of personality out of all of our main people, just to kind of be like, hey, don't forget. I liked the gag with the tentacle face guy, where there's a panel of him just scaring that random bystander.
Mm-hmm.
Where he just goes boo at him. I don't know why that's so fucking funny to me, but it fucking makes me laugh.
Yeah, I like how he's like, not because he looks like he'd be like the super cold, calculated supervillain, but he's just a normal dude called Ricardo.
Yeah, he's just fucking around.
Yeah.
And then obviously we
Like,
have some of the prophesized angst from the best friend that we knew was going to come at some point. No avoiding that, but it's finally here.
yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if he really has no abilities. Because they do keep calling him a lion in like the earlier chapters, and now a hyena runs away from him. Like that's kind of setting off my is this a
Is he a
reference?
late bloomer, Choujin?
Yeah, is he does he turn into a lion? So yeah, no, this was good. I feel like it almost feels like this was written by Ishida knowing that he took a longer break. Because it really feels like sort of a jump back into the story.
Yeah, which it like you said, it feels intentional, but it's also much appreciated. Because I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like I would
absolutely.
have struggled a little bit had they not done something like that.
100%, yeah. But yeah, it was all right. Like, I'm glad to see it's back. I hope we don't wait another 4 months for the next chapter.
Yes, that was painful. When I saw the chapter came out, I was like, oh my god, Choujin X
Yeah,
still exists.
yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Very
Yeah,
light, very sort of
yeah,
character
it was
driven.
definitely a hey, remember us kind of chapter.
Yeah, hey, remember us out of 10.
Yep. All right, so the next up is going to be Protect Me, Shugomaru.
Okay, I started out really disliking this chapter until I realized that this was written in the week that
The week after
Magu-chan got
Magu-chan.
cancelled.
Yes. Okay,
And
well, to be fair, I don't know that anyone's actually confirmed that it was canceled.
Okay, it ended.
Yes, I've asked people because I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, it got axed," and I was like, "Does anyone said anything about that?" Because I mean, it went for 77 chapters.
That's true.
And I was like, "Has anyone actually? Did it get axed or did it just end?" And I've seen people say, "Oh, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, like they were kind of out of stuff to do, but they definitely got cut or whatever." I have not seen anyone hard confirm that it was canceled. That being said, it is the week after Magu-chan ended. I didn't keep up with Magu-chan. We also didn't even mention it last week. That's how out of touch with it I was. That it had ended. We actually got called out in the comments about that. Someone was quite sad that we didn't mention that Magu-chan had ended. It did.
Well,
And it was actually
yeah.
quite a touching ending chapter. I went
Oh,
back and I
okay.
read the final chapter just because I had read it for a long time, and then I got kind of tired of it because I think the cancellation of Phantom Seer made me quite angsty toward all of the silly comedy series that don't sell anything in the book. So I stopped reading it for a while. But I went back and read the final chapter, and damn, that was for a gag manga. That shit was hurting me in my insides.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah, it was very
Not
sad.
bad.
Yeah, it was a quite good chapter. So that made me like this Shugomaru chapter just by default. Like,
Yeah, like I have no stake in Magu-chan, but just the concept of dedicating a chapter to saying goodbye to your fellow mangaka's work, that I find very sweet.
also,
So
as
like
someone who has read it, it played out a lot like a Magu-chan chapter. Like it was written structurally the same way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it felt a lot like an actual one. Like it wasn't just here's the characters doing shit. It genuinely felt like one.
Okay, good. No, that's great. As I said, I have no knowledge on Magu-chan at all, but I am big on mangakas supporting each other, so this shit is just sweet. Like I have no real like content thoughts on it because obviously a lot of these references mean kind of nothing to me. But again, just on concept alone, this was very sweet out of 10.
Yes, I will. Very, very sweet out of 10. I like it
Mhm.
purely based on that alone.
Yes. Now let's see what Shugomaru does next week when it actually has to stand on its own legs
Yeah,
again.
when it can't milk another series for nostalgia points.
Look, Mr. Shugomaru author. Wait, who writes Shugomaru? Let me be proper. Ihara-san, if you're listening, just make a backstory flashback arc for Slash
Yeah,
Takizawa.
just make a spin-off about Slash Takizawa, like a 007 James Bond-esque story of Slash
Yeah.
Takizawa just saving the world or something, and I'd be all for it.
Also, I just realized the description this has on the Shonen Jump app. Being a bodyguard isn't easy, especially when you're in danger. When you're a danger to everyone around you. Haha. Chapter 8 is H-gated and web only. I didn't realize they put that in the description. That's a tone change.
Look at the fucking cover picture too. Reading that is age gated.
Wait. Actually, let me check. Does it say that for Chainsaw Man too? I never noticed.
I didn't ever see it say that, but I'll go look real quick.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Maybe, I guess they just started doing it. Maybe someone asked, where is it?
I mean,
it's not even
true.
in parentheses or anything either. It's literally like it's written like it's part of the description.
Yeah, as I said, it's like part of the it's part of the series identity that it had a dick joke chapter.
God, imagine looking at that and seeing chapter 8 is age gated, and then looking at the characters on the cover and being like, what could it possibly be age gated for? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Well, in the end, I think you would probably reach a conclusion that's not too far off from the truth.
That's true.
Because, looking at this, you know how every series' art style has like a vibe?
Mm-hmm.
This art style definitely has dick joke vibes.
Yes.
Yes. I always say that Fujimoto's art style. I've always said that Fujimoto's art style looks like all of his characters either smell like or are sexually attracted to shit. Just try to tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm not. And it's the same here. Like, everyone looks like they're just one piece of dialogue away from making a dick joke. I cannot explain it. There's no deep reason for it. It's just a vibe.
It's just the aura that it emanates.
Yeah, dick joke vibes. It's high school all over again.
Speaking of high school all over again, the next series is Blue Box.
I love this series. It's so good.
It is.
Why
this
is it
is
so
like
good?
the most sports manga chapter of it we've ever gotten.
Yeah, but it was like really good. Like,
it was really good.
I love the way this manga handles relationships. It's so like, I don't know. I don't want to say realistic because that's always such a haughty thing to say, but it's like
grounded.
It feels
I'll say very down to earth.
Yeah, grounded, like convincing, I guess. Like, I can totally believe that this is the way their relationship formed. It just feels so right for both of them. And they're not even the main characters, which is also really cool. That's like, it gets such a good chapter on the side cast,
Mm-hmm. It was a really good chapter too. I have a feeling he's gonna lose. Homeboy is not gonna win this. But this was a sweet little chapter. I expect after he loses, it will also be very sweet, and we'll probably get some mental like notes from Taiki about, oh, maybe it's not all about the business. But this was a good chapter. This was a good chapter even from like a sports manga perspective. Like, if this was a series not about trying to talk to scary girls, and it was actually about like playing sports, this would have been a very good sports chapter cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, I don't like sports manga, so I don't care.
You just never read the right one where they have crazy superpowers and shit. That's the way to do it. That's how you get. That's how you get your feet wet in sports manga.
Did you see that the Kuroko anime is getting like a anniversary event kind of thing?
I did. People love Kuroko, but I say people love Kuroko. By people, I usually mean like women, like slightly older women really love Kuroko.
Oh, I wonder why that is.
Hey, I don't question, okay? But I also love Kuroko, so I will watch whatever they make.
So you are a middle-aged woman?
Yeah, kind of in my manga taste.
Damn, can't believe this. Wait, hold on. So we keep flirting all the time, but you're a middle-aged woman. Therefore, I am not gay. I have beat the allegations. Let's go.
He's beaten the charges.
Your Honor, I am not gay. He is literally a woman.
Your Honor, I'm not gay. My proof is that he likes Kuroko's basketball.
My Honor, Your Honor, as my client has already said, it's not like that. The lore deepens.
Oh God, but Kuroko's really good.
I'm sure it is. And you know what else is really good? Blue Box.
It is. Blue Box is really good.
Yeah. No, I am really excited to see sort of what it does with this little relationship with these side characters, because I feel like this is one of those things that is so like, it's not the focus of the story, and therefore it can kind of do whatever. So I'm interested to see where it goes. If like we get sort of a more bittersweet kind of thing, or a more wholesome stuff at the end. I'm just interested, which is always good. And yeah, I mean, the sports stuff was actually pretty cool. I'll admit.
There we go.
I'll admit.
There we go. We're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, too bad there isn't an entire genre of sports-focused manga.
Damn shame at that.
Yeah, everyone keeps talking about stuff like, they say like, Haikyuu? Like, what? Are you sneezing? Like, Gesundheit. Like, sports manga don't exist. It's a scam.
It's a scam.
Yes.
I'm going to resist making the all-for-one joke that was the natural conclusion of that statement before we go too far down the rabbit hole.
Sports manga don't exist. They are made up to get sports nerds into manga. But they don't actually exist. Like, what the fuck's in Hajime no Ippo? Hajime no not exist, though, more like. That was terrible.
Hajime no Ippo is barely even a sports manga. It's just dudes punching the shit out of each other.
Okay, but you know what? Dudes punching the shit out of each other is actually peak sports.
I mean, I don't care. It's a good manga. Hajime no Ippo kind of slaps.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I ever get around to reading 1,200 chapters of it, maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it has One Piece-itis, but still, it's pretty cool.
Well, also, isn't it like, aren't also the scans for it like really bad?
Yeah, I don't recommend really trying to find and read. I really had to power through, like even to just where I got, which was only like a few hundred chapters in.
So barely nowhere.
Yeah, I really had to fight through. They get better the further you go. They get like progressively better quality, but God, at the beginning, it's like fucking nightmare.
I remember I watched parts of the anime once, and then I did that thing again where like I liked something, so naturally I stopped watching it.
So you just cease, yeah.
Yeah. The masculine urge to never finish watching a single thing you like.
The masculine urge to dissociate from your own interests.
Oh my god, yes. I still haven't finished Bleach. I still haven't caught up to Sakamoto Days.
Oh my god.
Why am I like this? Oh god. Ugh. But anyway, before we get too much into accusing me...
That one guy in the comments who says, I really hope this is the week Oceaniz has caught up with Sakamoto Days is going to be really disappointed.
That man is in the trenches. I'm so sorry.
He is struggling. I love him. He comments every week, and he's always like, hey, someone should tell Oceaniz to get caught up with Sakamoto Days. And I'm like, buddy, I'm trying my best.
Friend, at this point, it's not Sakamoto Days. It's more like Sakamoto months. I don't know why it's like this. It's with everything else too. I've been enjoying, what is it, like, I haven't finished Pokemon Legends yet. I love that game. And I'm like, I should play it. And then I'm like, no, actually, I should not. I should just stare at a wall until it's time to go to bed.
I should just think about playing it.
Yeah, I should just watch videos or like of it instead of playing it. I'm the worst. Oh, it's okay. I have my loving wife here to support me and recommend me Sakamoto Days every week. My loving Kuroko no Basket watching wife.
One of these days, I'm gonna just start sending you the rawest fucking clips from Kuroko, like ad nauseum. You're gonna get a message from me, and you're gonna stop opening them because it's always just gonna be clips of sick shit that happens in Kuroko.
I'm just gonna be afraid of opening them because all the thumbnails of them are gonna look like hardcore gay porn.
Oh man, I'm gonna start sending you that GIF, and you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, but people who watch Kuroko too, of when Akashi just pushes Kagami, and it's like the most intense homoerotic energy I've ever seen from anything.
Okay.
So the main bad guy, I have to explain this to you. The main bad guy of, well, not bad guy. There's no bad guys. It's fucking basketball. But the main like member of the last team that they play against in the tournament. Everyone in Kuroko that's like really good basically has some equivalent of a superpower. And his is the Emperor Eye, which lets him see slightly into the future. So he can like based on how your muscles are shifting and stuff, he can tell which way you're trying to cut, so he can cut back and make you fall down.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can use it just like all the time. And so he
Mm-hmm.
walks up and he puts his hand on the shoulder of like the secondary protagonist, and he grabs him by the shoulder and shoves him down on his ass onto the floor. And then it just
Mm-hmm.
zooms in on his face where he gives his general like everyone should bow before me kind of speech. And man,
Mm-hmm.
the energy coming out of that scene is is something else.
Well, they do say that shonen rivalries and shonen conflicts are only ever one misplaced panel away from being very
Oh wait,
homoerotic.
here you
So
go. Here you go. Check
wait, are you
check.
sending me it?
Yes.
Oh. Oh my. They even have like a slight blush on them. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Maybe I will watch this. Look, Your Honor, as we previously established, I'm not gay.
So wait.
But I do need.
If you start watching Kuroko and end up liking it, and that also makes you a middle-aged woman, does that make you gay again?
Oh fuck!
Like, have you beaten the charges, but now you're back in?
I can't believe this shit. I don't think I've ever had my sexuality as openly and continuously questioned as on this show. It's incredible. No, but you know, when you see two men having this sort of energy, you kind of have to respect it.
It's powerful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
that
not gay.
man's face. Yikes.
Yeah, like I'm not gay. I'm just an ally. I want to see my
I want to
my
see
gay
them
friends
succeed together, pushing each other onto the floor and glaring at each other.
Also, the Emperor Eye.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like the Sharingan.
Sort of. Where the Sharingan like can read chakra flow and like muscle movement and stuff. It's kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you get like the third ring, the third like Tomoe, the third little ball, and you can see like slightly into the future.
Yes, it is. It is vaguely like that.
Okay, that's really dumb.
Let me see if I can find the other really good GIF from this guy.
Well,
this guy has a lot of very powerful homoerotic moments.
Like Kuroko is the one where like they shoot basketballs and like lasers come out of their hands, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, here you go.
You know. Oh no, I mean that's not a superpower. I could do that in middle school. Like, you just gotta take the game seriously, man. Like you bend your knees, you shift your center of gravity, and it's all good. Like yeah, that's no problem. Also, the Blue Box fans are gonna be delighted to see like another 20-minute Blue Box segment.
That is never about Blue Box the entire time.
It's just about us being gay and not gay in regular intervals. We oscillate between sexualities. All right.
It's just a constantly shifting spectrum. Next up is Ayashimon.
Which was cool. It was pretty hype.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it didn't blow my mind, but it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I do find it a little annoying that this new guy is like, oh, you don't get to protect her anymore. Just fight me, but I guess it's just an excuse to have a raw fight.
Yeah,
which I guess is fine.
That's like half of Ayashimon's whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
just
like we'll talk a little bit about the plot, and then we gotta have a raw fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, okay for sure. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of cool seeing how quickly they sort of cooperated once they realized who she is. I do sort of like feeling the presence and authority of her father through these things, because that's something I always like. I like people or characters in series that get characterized sort of post-mortem. Like you never meet them, but
nice,
just
like world building, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like you never meet them, but they just feel like such a presence. Like in Naruto, Madara, before of course he inevitably shows up. But like the way he's characterized just through people's memories and reactions to him is something that I've always liked. And so I like that they're doing something similar here for Kyo. I'm wondering if we're going to get much more on him, Because so far it's always just like, oh, everyone respected him.
Yeah. Oh,
and then he
he's
died.
just the shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine we'd have to at some point.
It's like,
Because
oh
he
my
seems
god,
way too
lady.
focal of like a point of the story right out to not get more on him as we go.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, I like this biker guy as well. His design is really cool.
Yeah, he's very edgy, but like in a good way. I like when you get super edgy like punk Japanese characters that are almost stereotypical. They're always funny to me.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be, right, if you're a biker gang.
Yeah.
That's kind of a requirement.
So I wonder what his powers are.
Well, one of them is like a wheel yokai. So I guess they can all just grow like wheels and
Well,
shit.
the main guy like he stretches his arm out or something. I think it like
You
comes
think?
on. Well, yeah, because look when he throws Maruo, you can see his arm like coming back together.
Oh, yeah. So he cannot grow an exhaust pipe from his crotch.
He's not Ida, no.
Ida has exhaust pipes on his crotch?
Well, one of his kids is gonna eventually.
Oh,
Just
God.
with the way that works.
Oh, God. That's how the Ida lineage ends? I'm sorry,
That's how
son.
the
You
family
were
goes
born
down.
a little different. Yeah.
Also, in the last page, he has like needle, like they almost look like syringes for nails. They're creepy.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I wonder what that has to do with biking.
I don't know.
You see, I'm the leader of the biker group because I can grow heroin needles out of my fingers. They don't have heroin. No, but wait. No, wait. Okay, I think I'm revealing how much of a fucking sheltered city kid I am. Heroin is the one you inject, right? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Look. We have a meth epidemic here. We didn't really have any heroin here in Switzerland.
Oh man. So much is coming to light in this episode.
Hey, don't bully me. I didn't do drugs. I have an anime channel now. What do you think? You really think I was one of the cool kids?
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, no, this was a cool chapter.
Yeah, it was
Very
neat.
nice. Yeah.
Very good world building chapter, which I mean, it feels like this series is always ready to just turn around and punch something. But it was nice to get a little bit of lore in between that. Like this was well paced for a series that I think has maybe leaned a little too heavy on our boy throwing hands at every opportunity. It was nice for them to kind of do it in a bit more of a well paced way.
Yeah, but I feel like that was mostly at the start because Maruo has very much felt like a side character these last couple of chapters, which is a good thing. Like he's more felt like the bodyguard character to our main girl. Right?
Which I like because I like her a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really cool. But all right, do we move on in that case?
Yep. So that next one's gonna be Undead Unluck.
Which was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. It was cute. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was very.
Yeah.
Although the last page, like the last spread, that very much had like this is the final panel of the series vibes to me.
Right.
It really did.
But it's to be continued. So I'm assuming that's not it.
Right. I mean, it might be like this is the last arc, like announcement panel or whatever. Because Undead Unluck very much feels like it's on its way to its conclusion. But my God, that panel, like, if you had told me the series had ended right there, I'd have been like, yeah.
Look at that's how it ends.
Panel. Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah, but it is a very cool panel.
It is a very cool panel.
Yeah, it's a shame that Undead Unluck doesn't fit on a single page. So on a manga reader, it's just the final page just says Undead Unluck.
Yeah,
which is a little unfortunate.
Is that why there's that awkward space?
Yeah. Although it's always funny when like Unluck is said, but because of the page, like the first couple of letters are cut off, so it's just uck. That's always funny. Because I'm 12. But yeah, no, this was a very sweet chapter of Andy just sort of, getting his shit together and deciding to go find Fuko.
Also, very bold of them to include the rape panel.
Oh no, where?
When he's reminiscing back, that panel of him chasing her naked, when he's like, "Oh, we're gonna have sex now," and that's how it ends.
Right.
Bold choice.
I guess the mangaka remembers. he's not quite as much as ashamed of that as he should be. But oh well.
Yeah, not quite enough requisite shame, but that's fine.
Well, you put fire on the page, so I guess we can make an exception this time.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll
I
be
also
watching you
liked
very.
Lee's huffing his sword through his own back. That was cool.
Yeah, right. That was pretty nice.
That was very like anime, silly, cool.
Yeah, although I will say the panel where he gets stabbed, he looks like he's in so much pain.
Oh, on the bike? Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, we are your comrades. We will wait for you. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, God. He's on the... I guess it never establishes how much pain he feels when this is happening.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too much, considering he does it so often. Eventually you get used to it.
Yeah, you just be like, whatever. At a point, right? Like, it can't be that awful forever.
Yeah, but still, it's kind of... It just looks so comical. Like him getting stabbed and under it immediately. We're all comrades.
Yeah, the look on his
what
face
friends do.
is just like...
But yeah, no, this is very cool. I'm very excited to see where they go with this final bit. I kind of hope this really is the finale, because I kind of don't think you can go much more beyond this. Like, I'm imagining they're going to find Unruin, and then Unruin himself is going to lead them to God, and that'll be it then.
Probably, yeah.
If we ever actually get to fight God. Maybe
yeah,
it'll be one of those things where he just remains, or they just remain sort of unseen.
In the cycle or whatever forever.
Yeah.
Could happen.
But yeah, no.
It was a cute chapter. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I enjoyed it out of 10. For sure. So what's next?
Next up is Witch Watch.
It was alright.
I liked it. I thought it was cute. I like this.
Yeah,
I like this dumb vampire kid, and I like that he was so worried that he was gonna die because all this cute stuff was happening around him, and then the stand-up comedians that sucked so bad that that it made his thing snow on him.
I thought that was pretty funny. Cool.
And I liked the ending where the Tengu boy came out and saved him with a little bird cloud. That was cute.
Yeah, it was. Like, it was just kind of an whatever chapter to me.
It wasn't whatever the hell it was last week, so it's automatically an improvement.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Like, just off of the fact that it didn't continue that fucking shonen injection from last week. Just off of that, it's actually okay.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty stereotypical slice of life, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it has a funny gag in it, but that's kind of it for me.
Yeah.
For this one.
All right, moving on. That was in the Witch Watch segment's so good. It's always quick and easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Next one's gonna be the Elusive Samurai,
which was all right.
I liked it. I like gambling in my series. I like when they have some little gambling challenges.
I'm glad.
I don't think I ever.
I'm glad you said in my series.
Oh, just in general. I'm not a very good gambler, just in general, so I try not to.
Okay, good. Wait. You're the fucking gacha YouTuber.
That's less gambling, and that's just more rolling dice repeatedly. Gambling is like a competition between two people.
Yeah, you're competing against the CPU trying to give you your JPEG waifu.
I guess. I don't even really do that anymore, though. It's shockingly.
Okay, you don't YouTube it, but you still play a lot of gacha, no?
Like, yeah, but I don't roll on things.
Like, I had never seen you tweet about MHA as much as you did when that fucking gacha came out the other day.
Oh, yeah, I'm already over that game. That game is very boring.
Oh my god, yeah. Totally not a gambling addict. Oh yeah, this new gacha that came out, it's already boring after 2 days. Well, you gotta try it
when the entire, like, timeline is talking about it. They're like, wow, this is awesome. And then you play it, and then it ends up sucking. And you're like, okay. Well.
You didn't want to play the MHA Battle Royale game?
You know what I do want to play? The JoJo one. That shit looks awesome.
Yeah, but it's never coming to the West.
I know,
it's so
never
annoying.
coming to the West because for some reason they think that the West hates JoJo. I don't know why.
Well, it's not even that, because it's not even that it's like not out in the West. It's also not out properly in Japan. It has like a PS4 demo.
It's arcades only, right?
Yeah, which like, okay. I didn't know it was still the 90s.
In Japan, there's a huge arcade culture still, I think.
Ugh. Annoying. No, I don't think arcades serve a purpose anymore. We have home consoles. Come on.
Yeah,
If you,
all I'm saying is that battle royale looks fucking awesome. I want to play it
it
so
does.
bad, and I never will get to.
Hey, look, maybe they'll put Jotaro in Fortnite.
Probably, but that I can't use the stand abilities and shit.
You
The
can. I
concept of a
mean,
battle royale with stands is so cool. Like,
okay, I mean, you have spider webs in Fortnite, so I'm sure they could do something with like Star Platinum and the world.
I guess it's not the same. I want to. It's
Look,
not the same, man.
all I'm saying is Fortnite has gone up considerably in my respect ever since they allow you to do like the hand sign emote with Naruto before pulling up a gun. That's the funniest thing in
Yeah,
existence.
I think the silliest thing that I've ever seen from Fortnite that made me legitimately like it a lot was just Sasuke dancing.
No, for me, it's the one where like Naruto music is playing and someone's playing as Kakashi running up on someone, and he's doing like the hand signs because you can do that as an emote, and he just pulls an AK and shoots him. I love that so much. But like, I always pretend I have no sense of humor, but when it comes to like anime with guns, that's my weak spot. I love that shit so much.
Speaking of, there's a panel I have to remember later that made me die laughing because I could have swore it was someone holding a gun and it's not.
Oh, where?
It's
In what
not
series?
in. It's in My Hero.
Oh, I see. Okay. Do we want to talk about this series for a second, actually?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of whatever.
It was. I do like that. It's not the main guy who's gonna do the gambling because they were like, I thought they were setting it up to be like, oh, he's gonna be some natural at this, but it's actually the Shrine Girl, which I think is cool.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really
Also,
fucking do anything, so I like Elusive Samurai a lot more when it's about characters that aren't the main kid. So this should
fair
be fun.
enough. Also, look at the panel on page 8 where Gemba says they won't see him until morning. Look at his mouth. That's the most fucked up thing about him I've seen so far.
Talking about his kitty mouth, or
Yeah, like, because the fucking. I always thought that, like, the ass cheeks on his face are like the curls of his mouth, but no, he has a normal human mouth under it.
well, that's a
That's the
mask.
worst. I know it's a mask, but it's like, what? It's so ugly like this. Just commit to being a proper mask. It's the worst.
Oh god.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, like I'm interested to see where this goes. I also love gambling. I also like it in manga. Um, no, I don't like gambling. I'm terrible. I lose at Uno all the time.
The
Um,
highest level of gambling.
oh yeah, dude, dude. I've played poker. I've played Uno. Uno is a lot more intense.
You do get a lot more hurt feelings in Uno.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, no, this was all right. Uh, I guess we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, hopefully somewhere cool. That's all I really have to say about it. Is I would like it if it was cool.
Well, the thing with gambling episodes or gambling chapters in manga is always the first thing that pops into my head is like, okay, is it as good as Dobby the Gambler?
Nothing ever will be. So that's a
I know,
very
but that's the
difficult
problem.
level to get to.
That's always the comparison that pops up for me, though. So,
Damn,
good
that's
luck,
tough.
Elusive
Yeah,
Samurai.
that's tough.
Yeah. Well, maybe I should watch. What's that gambling anime called? Kaiji?
I have no idea.
Like
I didn't even know there was a
maybe I
gambling
should.
anime.
Oh, there's a couple. There's the one with the really ugly men that everyone likes, called Kaiji. And then there's the other one with the women who orgasm while they play like poker, whose name I don't remember. Kakegurui is that one. So pick which way, Western man.
One or the other, huh?
Actually, I hear Kaiji is really good. It's just that the art style is like it's. I think the guy who does it is called Fukumoto, and he has a very specific art style. Wait, let me see if I can find an image for that. You just stall for time real quick.
All right, we're gonna sit here and we'll talk about the Elusive Samurai some more somehow. So anybody who watches Yu Yu Hakusho, I really like the bad girl, like the whoever this person is that's cheating at whatever this gambling game is that I don't know about. She has like the same little hair as Suzaku, the sacred beast that Yusuke fights with the little dipped ends where they're like dark and then the rest of the hair is blonde. I thought that was funny. I'm sure it's completely unrelated, but I like that.
I found the image.
Okay, good. Oh God, yeah, I've actually seen that before. Not that image,
Yeah.
but that series.
Yeah, that character is a woman, by the way.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's terrible, but I don't know. So something about it is actually kind of cool. Like, because I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. Because it's essentially just about a guy during the Japanese economic depression trying to get his money back by gambling, and it's kind of more about the fact that the economy sucks rather than it is about gambling. But more importantly, everyone's ugly, just like in the real world.
Yeah, that's very true to life.
Yeah, everyone looks like a fucking nightmare. But yeah. So do we move on?
Yeah. I mean, Elusive Samurai. That sure was a series out of 10.
Yeah, that sure was a series.
All right. So the next up is gonna be. Are we in top threes now? I don't know.
No, we haven't talked about the new series yet. Have you read it?
Right, I did read it. That's right. I forgot it existed, but I remember it now. So it's gonna be. Oh man, Akane-Banashi.
Akane-Banana, yes.
I actually kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, for it to be about something I care literally nothing about, it's actually fairly cool.
Yeah. So did they mean that the dad gave up on his dream, or did they mean that he literally died? Like, did he kill himself, or did he just stop trying to be an actor?
I think he just died.
It's sure. The only thing is that she looks awfully happy at the end. There is the only thing.
True, and I mean they do say not Shinta Arakawa died. They say the Ragugoka Shinta Arakawa died.
Right.
So yeah, maybe he just quit.
He just quit. Yeah, that's what I feel like it is. But
yeah. Also, I am glad that this series managed to make me understand what Rakugo even is. Because I've always struggled with
I was watching, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
It's basically like one man group improv while sitting down. So you only have your arms and your face and your voice. And you have to act out like either new original material or known Japanese theater plays, which is I think what he was doing here. Acting out something fairly well known.
That sounds stressful.
Because I know it's a very traditional Japanese style theater from what I remember. I know there is that one anime that everyone loves that is also about this. Shinju Rakugo something or other. I know everyone who's like #intellectual swears by it. So must be good then. Just like Evangelion, which is totally a good series.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We can't get through a single episode without you throwing a Molotov into the comment section, can we?
Hey, gotta train my throwing arm. Getting a little stiff throughout the week.
Oh God, that's inevitably gonna come back and get us at some point.
Hey, that's okay. We never have to review Evangelion on this show, which is good. Because your comment section would not survive my opinion on it.
I can only imagine the horror that would be unleashed if you were to do that. So
yeah, so moving on. Rakugo seems kind of cool. Would never watch an actual show of it.
No.
Seems interesting. Also, wow, like the guy at the end, what an asshole.
Yeah, what a dick. Damn. What an absolute douche.
Like my first thought when he said it was like, can he do that? Like, is he really the guy who gets to decide that?
Well, they also made it sound like he doesn't get to do that. Because the one guy was like, you can't do that. But then I guess he went along with it.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Very good way in getting us to immediately hate someone.
Yeah. Also, man, I really I had a 100% thought I knew where this was going to go. And talk about pulling the rug out from underneath me on that.
Yeah, because did you think that the dad was going to be the protagonist?
Yes. But, well, not even so much that, but I thought the dad was going to succeed and get to do his thing. Man, really caught me off guard there.
Yeah. Also, I kind of just like that this first chapter focused on like an adult man, because that's so rare in Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
It's always kids, and I mean it kind of is kids again, right? Like with the daughter,
Yeah.
but still, it's pretty cool.
It is cool. And you know, you can kind of empathize a little. You know, if you're like anyone who gets into anything creative, you can always sort of feel the pain of someone else being like, "Damn, this is really important to me, but I literally exist in a capitalist society, so I cannot do it,
Mm-hmm.
or everyone I love will perish."
Yeah, no, I really thought this was a great sort of introduction chapter. As far as first chapters goes, this is pretty solid.
Yeah, it was good. It kept me on my toes. I didn't know what I was getting into at any point because every time I thought I was like, "Oh, this is gonna happen now. This is pretty predictable." They were like, "Bam, everyone's
Mm-hmm.
expelled, and maybe the dad killed himself, and she's here now." And after a
Yep.
time skip, I was like,
Yeah,
"Holy shit!"
that's pretty good. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. And I think for me, it's not even that it's like that crazy good, but it's the fact that I enjoyed a chapter that focuses on a topic that I have no knowledge and no prior interest in. I think that's really what sells me on this. The fact that it managed to pull me into this fucking thing about Rakugo, despite me being a filthy Westerner who has no interest in it. So yeah, very good. Excited to see what happens to this series out of 10.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that.
All right.
Excited to see where this shit goes out of 10.
All right. Does this mean we're in top 3 territory?
We are in top 3 territory now, which means the first top 3 mathematically would be Dr. Stone, I think.
All right. Good.
It was good. It was cool. I like that Gen is still trying to sort of parse out like what do we do here? You know? I
Mm-hmm.
like his I guess observation that like the Medusas see absolutely nothing other than like peak value out of what they're offering, and they can't fathom
Mm-hmm.
why humanity might not like it. And
Mm-hmm.
so already they're kind of stuck with like, you know, what do we do to convince these guys not to just try to petrify us over and over again because they think it's like the coolest shit ever, which I like a lot.
Yeah. So wait, because the thing is, the value they get out of humanity is that humanity can make batteries for them and like perpetuate them, right? Is
Right.
that what I'm getting here?
So yeah. So their whole idea is that they're trying to find cultures that are intelligent enough to become technologically advanced enough to support them,
Mm-hmm.
and that they can do that. Like if they can make radio waves, like electromagnetic waves.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and so they use petrification, or like the petrification as a promise for immortality, um, as like a bargaining chip to try to get them to
Mm-hmm.
do that. They like dangle it in front of their faces.
Right. But the thing that didn't make sense to me was because they petrified humanity before humanity ever had the chance to interact with them.
Well,
So was the
it's like it's at least the way that it's phrased from them. So I could be completely wrong, but the way that they
Mhm.
have it framed is that it's like a test.
Mhm.
Is that like
Right.
they show you basically, look what we can do, and then if humanity comes out of it and makes the thingamabobber that they want, and they start recreating electromagnetic waves again, then they've proven that they can do it, and then they will have the little intercourse or whatever that gets the batteries made. It doesn't seem as much like a negotiation as much as it's like, look what we can do if we want to, and
Mhm.
then humanity proved it, and now they can make us batteries or whatever the hell.
Okay.
It's a little convoluted.
It is, and also like, so what's the game plan then? Is it that once humanity passes the test, that they essentially ask humanity to make them a whole bunch of batteries and then petrify them forever? Because I mean,
I guess. because they implied that the petrification that they use normally is not like as severe because you can like it was set so that higher brain activity would leave you
Would break it out.
Yeah, it would let you break out. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a little odd, but it's cool enough. I like it. I will say the whole thing about how they could detect radio waves from like the island people polishing minerals. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's total.
Yeah.
Their feather accessories are antenna that reach into space when they
Yeah.
polish. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
okay, Dr. Stone.
that was nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But
nothing.
aside from that, I really enjoy sort of how everything has come together. As you said, some of the information was redundant, but as I've proven, some of it was not that easy to understand. And I always enjoy sort of the haunting imagery of the Medusas. Also, like the Y-Man panel at the end. Just,
Yeah, I do like the explanation of like they were saying why because they don't understand why humanity doesn't like the idea of getting to be petrified or whatever. I thought that was interesting.
Now the question is, where the fuck did the Medusas come from? Are they just like, are we just going to be left hanging on that and it's just like, oh, they just exist?
Well, I was just sort of under the assumption that they were like some sort of alien species.
But the thing is, they're not, right? Because they're made out of circuits. So they are at the very least technological in nature, which means that someone made them at some point.
Yeah, at some point, but I think like at this point they're self-sustaining, or at least not self-sustaining, but they're sentient on their own. They're post what do you want to call it? Post
singularity.
Yeah.
Well, I just wonder if we're gonna like. I don't think we have to see that, but maybe we'll hear about it. How they themselves were like an alien invention that went rogue or something. Because they don't look or seem organic whatsoever. Because like if you look at the panel on page 9, the guy putting the battery in, you can see that the open Medusa, it's made out of very conventional circuit boards. I mean, advanced, but, on the level of how electronics would function. So, I don't know, to me, I guess it's kind of like how nature developed like blood vessels, right? It's also fairly complicated. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just being racist towards the machines. But it doesn't feel like something that would develop naturally. I can't believe it. I'm drafting my apology tweet as we speak.
No, I mean they were definitely, I feel like, created by something, but I think they've reached the point now where they're like, the whole parasitic like thing they have going on feels almost like almost self-defeating, right? Because you have these people that want to fix you, and then you petrify them in return, and you think that making them petrified forever, making them immortal or whatever is like a good deal. But then you have to wait for them to come back to do it again. So I mean, I think it's not fully impossible that they just petrified whatever their creator species was.
Yeah,
and then nothing ever came of it after that, which is why they're now traveling through fucking space, trying to. I mean, they kind of have like a weird, almost eldritch vibe to them. Also, just this weird, like, writhing mass of darkness and tech. It's freaky.
Yeah.
But that's my assumption, is that whatever their creator species is no longer walks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the final panel of the series will just be like distant planet full of statues, and that'll be we'll be left on an implication like that. Because I think that's how I would like it too. If they were like an invention gone rogue turned into a parasitic life form, which I like. I think that's actually a very cool reveal to the Medusa question.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm satisfied with this reveal now that we've actually had time to like sit with it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people didn't like it. I think it's pretty good. I feel like when you've had this question, like the whole crux of Dr. Stone has been the answer to the question, right? When that's the case, and it's been going for 200 chapters, so that's 219 months or whatever chapter this is, 229 months. You're never gonna have an answer that satisfies everybody. Like, it's impossible, because it's been built up so long as like the core of what makes your series tick.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm very content with it. I think they did enough with it to make it interesting, that it's not like completely predictable.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan.
I do like the implication that the only reason they chose humanity as the species to attack is because they tweeted about the petrified birds. Because they're like, the most intelligent species on the planet is the one that discusses the matter via electromagnetic waves. You heard it here first, folks. Your tweets caused the apocalypse.
Fucking anti-Twitter arguing caused the apocalypse.
When the aliens scan for life forms and they send someone comparing a new Shonen to Naruto again, just know, you doomed us all. But yeah, no, this was very cool. I really, really enjoyed this reveal. And I'm ready to see sort of... Because now we've sort of gotten all the lore, I feel like, or most of the lore that we're going to get. So now I'm interested to see, okay, what's the solution to the series? Like, what's... Because how do they destroy so many Medusas that have, like, a shared consciousness?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what do you do with that?
I don't know. Because they're still framing it as like it's a negotiation. Like, the last panel says it's humanity entering negotiations with the Medusas. I don't know. Is the goal kill them? Is it the goal just like leave now? Like, what? I don't know. What do you do? Blow up the moon? Like,
yeah, because the thing is also, if they destroy all the Medusas, that's the whole immortality thing gone that they discovered a couple of chapters back.
Yeah, I don't really know where you go from here.
Senku's just gonna call home and be like, Gen, get the missiles ready. Like, they just built like nukes in secret.
Gen, ready the moon nukes.
No, Gen, ready the secret weapon. And it's just a rocket with Tsukasa riding on it with like a spear. He's like, I'm ready.
It's just Tsukasa with a tennis racket. He just swats all of them into space.
You know what? That would be Mashle's solution to this problem.
That would be Mashle's solution to this problem.
But yeah, no. Good chapter, Dr. Stone. Very, very happy.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I like where I it's the first time in Dr. Stone for a very long time I've been like, I have no idea where we're gonna go from
here.
Yeah. Which I'm excited about.
That's really good. All right, what's next, Magic Man?
Next up is Mashle.
This is the dumbest power-up I've ever seen. I love it
so much. It literally, like, I was giddy reading this chapter. It's so fucking funny, but cool at the same time.
I like how the weights, like the way he puts off the weights, is literally just exactly like Rock Lee.
It's the exact same thing. Yep.
Yeah. But the way he defeats him is so stupid.
It's a fucking bucket. He just buckets the water so fast. Oh my god, I love this chapter. Like, you would not even fully understand. The super edgy villain, like, I'm the God King evil villain, losing to just, like, getting a fucking bucket of him thrown out the window. And
tens of thousands of times.
It's still, like, the fucking rawest ending line.
Yeah. This is the part where you pray to the gods.
And then he smashes him with fucking... Oh my god, it's so cool. It's so good.
Oh, yeah. Like he's scooping me up too is such a funny line. Like, also just the way it's like, the way it's revealed is so dumb. It's like, huh? Did Poseidon get smaller?
Yep. He's just scooping him up. And then I like the explanation that as he's doing it, he's intentionally running back over and just standing there in the same position. It has such big Dio fucking with people with the world vibes.
I also like how while he's running, he has almost like a new form. Like his hair is standing up, like a typical Shonen power-up. But it's just because he's moving so fast.
I also like that for some reason, Finn was able to see it.
Yes.
Like, why?
Also, is Mash's skin darker now
that
he's going? So, like, it's basically Rock Lee with the gates.
Pretty much.
So, that's so dumb. I love it.
It's so amazing. I'm dying.
Yeah, also his final attack, like the unlimited hammer, then it's actually raw as hell.
Like that's what makes Mashle so special. Is like this entire chapter's stupid as shit, but then it ends with like the rawest ending of the week.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking funny. I love it. But yeah, the thing with Mash is obviously it's always hard to say too much about it because it's very kind of light
Yeah,
on like
Mash is a
content.
manga where you read it and you're like, this is great,
Yeah,
and then that's it.
yeah.
Like the page where he keeps moving behind him. It's fucking funny. Page
Yeah,
6. Yeah.
because it's such a like typical shonen moment that is turned into a gag because it just happens like twice in a row.
Uh-huh.
He's like, huh, where is he? Oh, that's so stupid. But that's the thing. Meathead shit just hits different when it's adjacent to really stupid shit.
It does. It's so good. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Also, him throwing the peace sign behind him.
Uh-huh.
Like, hello. Oh my god. I love it. But yeah, as I said, just very hard to speak on content because it's just a huge joke and then some raw shit.
Yep, and it's amazing, and I love every second of it.
All right. Amazing and stupid out of 10.
So that leaves us, because it's a dark world where there's no Jujutsu Kaisen this week, that leaves us with My Hero.
Luckily, easily the best My Hero chapter in a while.
Yeah, so man, we're really just going in, huh?
Well, actually, okay, before we go into the meme, do you think this is actually the start of the final fight, or do you think it's a fake out?
I don't know. I mean, they did say last week that they were beginning the operation.
True, but also, all like him calling everyone to the scene at once gives me big, transformed Toga Twice clones vibes.
Oh, I could see it.
Because also, like, if you look at the roster of our heroes, there isn't a single Class A character there, which aside from Aoyama, which I kind of can't imagine for the final fight.
Oh, so you think they're split up in groups?
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is either these are all clones and this is sort of a preliminary battle and the second wave is afterwards, or these are not clones, and what's going to happen is that Monoma, who's using Kurogiri's quirk, is going to use it to port everyone away, divide and conquer, as they said, so that everyone can have like a 2v2 or 1v1 battle.
I can see
which
that.
Would mirror sort of, yeah, because that would be also mirroring what happened at the USJ attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the first season, where Kurogiri looped them all, like warped them all away, and they had to fight on their own.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Also, I like. There's a lot to like about All for One in this chapter, but I like that like in it, All for One has always been like defined by being very plotting and very scheming, and now that he's so close to Deku, he's just like, fuck it, bring in everyone.
Yeah, where's Spinner?
Being the best character somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't see him in the Goop army.
Also, the Goop army panel is maybe one of the best panels in the series, though. I fucking love it. It's so cool. Like, I love inky liquids in manga. They always look so raw. Like, if you think also of, like, Chimera Shadow Garden.
Yeah.
In Jujutsu. Yeah, so good.
It does have a similar vibe with the visuals.
Yeah. And I kind of do like the way this has happened. It doesn't feel like super contrived or whatever. So yeah, I'm okay with this. Like, as I said, as I keep saying every week, I'm upset that it's ending or seemingly ending. But at this point, if I live in a world where I have to accept it, this is fine. This is okay. Also, are we in agreement that the way they got around his lie detector quirk was by using Shinso's brainwashing?
Oh, is it? Did they hint at that in this? Or is that just a theory that you're making up?
It's I'm kind of making it up, but also they are clearly lying to him, but he doesn't detect their lies. And also, if you look at the panel where Ayama's mom is speaking, you see her eyes and they're sort of very glazed over, like when you're being brainwashed by Shinso.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean what was it, like a chapter 2 or 3 weeks ago where it ended with a panel of Shinso? So I'm assuming that's how he got relevant.
Yeah, I could see that happening. That would make sense.
Yeah, and that's cool. It's also cool that Monoma gets Kurogiri's quirk, which, was hinted at like 2 weeks ago when we randomly saw him alongside Aizawa looking at Kurogiri, and at the time it was like, oh, what? But yeah, no, this is cool as hell. I really like this. I think I would prefer it. I don't actually know what I prefer, if this is the final fight or not. If this really is the final fight, it feels a little rushed, I think.
Well, the thing is, if it's not the final fight, what do? We go back to
Yes.
plotting the operation for another like 6 months, and then we have another final fight.
True enough, yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Do you have anything else to say before we get into like the big cheese?
I think it's really funny that he got Dabi an entirely new outfit, but all Shigaraki has is like a torn up cape.
Yeah, Zareg. Well, I guess we know who the favorite child is. Like, Dabi, the way you treat women inspires me. Here, have a cape.
Also, I think it's really funny that Deku got a brand new costume made, but he's still wearing this like ripped up ass cape. Looks like shit.
Also, in the villain spread? Who's the new guy with the dreads? He looks cool as hell.
I don't know. I was wondering. There's a couple of characters where I'm like, who the fuck is that? And again, like, where's Spinner?
Yeah, where is the most important one of all? Also, because I think on the hero side, they're all people that one could recognize if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's what? Gang Orca, Nejire, Sun Eater, Fat Gum. Who's the one all the way in the back?
That's Shishido. That's the guest character from Horikoshi's previous work.
What about the guy in the horn helmet and the very front of the panel? The very like beginning of it?
Yes, he has appeared before. I don't remember his name.
Or but the guy way in the back.
Which way in the back?
Behind the panel that says so, or the bubble that says so. Today is the day.
Oh.
With like a Batman helmet on.
Yeah, I guess it's just Horikoshi's Batman. It's just Bruce
also,
Wayne.
is that Mirko's like new cybernetic arm?
Oh yeah, we've seen her new cybernetic arm actually
have
before.
We?
Well, you probably haven't. It's been revealed on like a Jump Fest special card. Yeah.
No.
No, it's like a blue and orange. Like, it's very cool. And just like a giant fist at the end of it, which is also raw as hell.
Another thing that makes me think you might be right, that these are clones, is like, this is not exactly an all-star roster of heroes here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have Endeavor
and Mirko, and like, I guess the ninja guy, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, Edgeshot.
Is that Edgeshot? I thought Edgeshot was the guy with the gun.
No, that's Mr. Snipe.
Oh, Mr. Snipe.
To quote Horikoshi, I suck at naming things. Please don't hate me. He actually did say that.
That's funny. Yeah, but like, Best Jeanist and Hawks aren't in there, so automatically that sticks out as like, where are they? What are they doing?
Yeah. As I said, I feel like this is like a first wave, and like not like long after. I feel like immediately after this battle, we will go into the actual final fight.
And in the panel too, where All for One is like, haha, I have the search quirk, and I know that your friends aren't here. And the panels, it shows some people that are there. Like, it shows Nejire. But it does, like, it has Mirio, it's got Best Jeanist, it's got Eraserhead, and they're all like not here now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like, what are they deployed for? What are they doing out there deployed?
Yeah, well, as I said, I wonder. Yeah, I just wonder. But I guess my last comment is Dobby's new outfit actually looks really cool. I like it a lot.
I can't help but get vibes that he looks like some dude who's been hired to go paint a house.
He does, but you know what? I would let him paint my house.
Okay, that's fair.
Also,
can we talk about how All for One's master fucking plan to get Deku was just like, have the French child lure him to a rooftop?
Yeah.
Just a nondescript rooftop.
An absolute mastermind at work
Fucking
here.
genius, Dr. Doom. Just get
Also-
him to the roof, and I'll float up there.
All right, so here's my plan, Aoyama. You tell him to go to a place, and then I'll be there.
And then I will also go there.
It's genius.
And then he like takes his suit jacket off like an absolute asshole. I love him so much. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I will say that the panel where he descends behind Aoyama is really cool. That's such a cool entrance. In general, I love villains that can float. And I don't know, just All For One. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm normalizing All For One now because of reasons I think we're about to get into. So, what do you think about All For One's plan?
It's really funny, and it really is just capitalism. Like, it's literally just hoarding resources for monetary gain and societal dependence.
Yeah. And like on some level, I think it's more boring than some like eldritch evil plan. I feel like having him be this godlike presence would be cooler than him just being a capitalist. But also, oh my god, this is so funny.
It's fucking hilarious. Like, it
This
is
is
really
amazing.
boring. Like, on one hand, like, yeah, I guess you could say it's grounded or whatever. It's like, this is a believable goal or whatever. Like, it's a fucking story about superheroes blowing up shit with their brains. Like, I don't care how believable it is. And so, like, just this whole speech about, like, yeah, he wants to use quirks to have all the resources and make people buy them. It's like, okay.
His goal is to be the only one who can piss drinkable water. That's the end goal here, baby.
I cannot fucking believe that his end game is to force you to buy a quirk off the blockchain every time you want to take a shit.
Also, I just love Aoyama giving Deku like the lecture on the economy. He's like, Deku, have you heard about the Dow Jones? It has really gone down.
Have you heard about the drop in Dogecoin?
Deku, my friend, mon ami, have you ever heard the tragedy of the Bitcoin?
Ethereum prices are plummeting.
Yes, Aoyama, you will help me achieve my goals. And he's just like, you fool! I do not believe in crypto. I am French. Opposing authorities is in my genes. I hate the French, but I also love the French. They strike over everything. Absolute kings. It's like, All For One, I am on strike. I don't like the food you give out in your cave. I'm on a hunger strike. And All For One's like, I could kill you right now. He's like, no. Incroyable. But oh my god, dude, like All For One being the fucking capitalist pig that he is, I kind of love it because it's like the thing is throughout the entire story he had like big capitalist vibes. Like, you know, he dresses in a suit, he's sort of very formal, and he's all about like stealing every resource there is. But to have it canonized is so funny.
It really
I can't
is
explain
funny.
it.
I don't know what, like, it's so underwhelming but hilarious. Is it's like this generational conflict for all time is just because he wants like to be the Monopoly man. Like,
okay,
he ripped out All Might's stomach and he got his face turned into paste because he wants to have the most of the monies.
Oh my god. Like, when All Might was crushing his skull, all he could think was, oh no, this is gonna be terrible for the economy.
Shouldn't All Might be willing to die for the economy?
Midoriya. Think of the stock market.
Oh my fucking god.
But the thing is, in a way that almost makes it better, Because just like in real life, capitalism makes huge sacrifices and grand gestures for the most minute, nonsensical profit for the sake of profit. He also has done exactly that. And I kind of respect that. I can't lie. Like, it's meta in the best way.
I'm just so blown away. It's so underwhelming. It like to such an extreme that it warps back around to being good. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm so unimpressed by it that I'm kind of like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, he did all of that just to get some bank numbers up.
Yeah, just to get his money. He's securing the bag in the dumbest way possible. Like,
it's like when they're at this hideout, they just keep having to read, like, you know, those 50 books CEOs read every year.
He's on those YouTube ads. It's like, buy my book for how to make $20,000 a month from your couch.
How I became a millionaire at age 20. And the solution is I just stole. Number one advice: to not be poor. Just never pay for anything. Like, what do you mean you don't have multiple quirks? I can just steal them, so why can't you? Fucking lazy schmucks.
All I had to do was done via hard work and a small loan of 1 million quirks.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's so stupid. But
they're sitting here like, we're gonna fucking, and like, I get that a shitty economy is bad, but it's really fucking funny to me that all the greatest heroes and villains of the world are fucking squaring up in a parking garage, Avengers style, like the fucking Civil War airport battle, because All for One is like, I want to get my bankroll up.
When Endeavor inevitably dies, his final words are gonna be, "No, the economy."
my Ethereum portfolio.
Like, his entire plan was to just tank the yen. That's so dumb. But it's amazing. That's the thing. Like, folks, don't take us trashing this as us hating it. This is phenomenal. I love it. Like, it's
so like bad good. Like,
yeah, like, it's so banal and mundane that it makes him such a cool character. Because he went through all of this. He stayed alive for like hundreds of years.
Yeah, this dude is literally like, he's been alive for fucking ever. He's been fighting these generational users of fucking One for All for centuries. And it's just so he can make money.
But again, that kind of loops back around to being great, because yeah, that's totally what a capitalist pig would do.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, it's right back to being like the best ever. Because it's just like, this is definitely what Jeff Bezos would do if he had superpowers.
Right? Like he's just Elon Musk. Why? I could never be a threat. Just look at this car I designed that is totally safe.
That freezes shut. You can't get out.
Izuku Midoriya, do you not yearn for a world where cars self-drive? Safely, of course. What? Safety regulations checks? We don't need those. Shut up.
They're fighting to the death right now because All for One's trying to build tunnels under the city for his cars to drive through.
You don't get it. It's 0.2% faster than the average LA highway. It's so fucking... It's amazing. I love it. I'm so glad My Hero is good again in the dumbest way possible.
Yeah, it's gone from like... It doesn't feel like it takes itself too seriously anymore. Like, it's willing to just have fun, which I adore. It's so much better now because this is the dumbest shit I've ever read in my entire life, and I'm having a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so good.
Like, What the fuck do you mean that this ancient, like, horrific, evil abomination was just like, yeah, I'm gonna open my own line of Trump hotels? Like, what are you talking about? That's what it is.
The worst part is, why go through so much trouble with how many quirks he has? He could already sell stuff and already make a shit ton of money.
He already had. Just be a regular shitty businessman. Why are you trying so hard?
Like, Jeff Bezos exists.
I know, he's real. He exists in the real world right now.
Oh my god. All I can think of now is All for One taking off the mask, and it's just Jeff Bezos' asymmetrical ass face. Oh, you think when we get to like the inevitable final fight with him and he loses a shirt, he just has like a Tesla tattoo on his chest? He's like, I was a loyalist from the beginning.
He's just got his stock portfolio tattooed onto his chest.
He's like, he has an NFT tattooed on it. He's like, it's revolutionary. Physical NFTs.
He starts selling photographs. This is a physical NFT. I call it an NFP. Non-fungible photo.
So someone tried to do that. That's not fictitious.
Oh god, are you serious?
Yes. Some guy hung like one of those apes in his house and he was like, physical NFTs, revolutionary ideas, eyes emoji. These people are great. I hate them.
This is exactly the same energy as fucking All for One's desperate need to make money. Like, some fucking dude printed out a picture and he hung it up and he was like, have I just revolutionized the fucking I can't even speak. My man printed out a piece of paper and he was like, I've done it. I've revolutionized the crypto world.
I like to think that the way he figured this plan out was like in the old times, his younger brother was like, hey, you got a quirk that can like make water. I'm thirsty. Could you give me some? He's like, oh yeah, of course. Oh my god. Yoichi, I got it.
Do you remember that tweet that fucking Neo made a long time ago about the kid in the UK who got in trouble for selling hand sanitizer?
Yeah, kind of.
Where it was like kids suspended from school for selling hand sanitizer to classmates in the middle of the pandemic. That was just him. That was just All for One the whole time.
Oh, he totally would do that.
All for One. You realize that his entire plan is basically the exact same thing as the crazy like rednecks that go to Walmart and buy 100 cases of toilet paper in the middle of a disaster so they can sell it back higher.
Oh god, now we know who started the pandemic.
That's his entire fucking plan. It's just to go buy all the bottled water. I'm sorry, sir. The Walmart's out of stock. This one guy with a fucking crazy breathing mask, it looked like a walking testicle, came in and he bought 700 cases of water.
Anyone tries to oppose him, he's like, that's it, you're going into blockchain. That fucking edit of Stars and Stripes eating his quirk.
Oh my god, no. That's so funny.
My tokens.
She's punching my tokens.
The absolute power that you achieve once you find out which font Wiz Media uses for its publications. It's so funny. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. No, this is one of the best chapters of My Hero, just for that. I don't care. Like, I'm old. I just want to have fun. I don't care about the plot anymore. Like,
no,
this is just...
It's the funniest shit that I've seen in a long time. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
This bastard Horikoshi, did he say anything about it in his author comments? Let me quickly check. Oh no, of course. His fucking author comment is about him destroying someone at Smash Bros.
Nice,
All right,
elite
buddy.
gamer.
Who do you think he mains?
Oh God, Horikoshi, Kirby.
Why?
Because that's just what Deku looks like.
Fair enough. Who do you main
In I don't
Smash
really.
Bros?
I guess Cloud.
Oh yeah, figures, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and guess mine?
I don't know. I'm feeling something like Link or something weird like that.
No, don't worry. It's way more obvious than that. It's Donkey Kong.
Oh, it's Donkey
And ironically, I love him. I love to play as Donkey Kong. Do we end on this note? On this reveal?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I could sit here and laugh about the fact that he's about All for One for another 4 hours. So we might as well just cut it before we die.
Well, we're gonna talk about him now for the rest of My Hero's run. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's no coming back from this. Like,
yeah. I mean, I am kind of worried that he says, "Oh, you got some details wrong." So maybe this is a fake out, and his real plan is something lame, like an actually good plan. But no, this is so much better.
If they ruin it now by him being like, actually, I'm gonna corrupt the core of the planet or some shit, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is way worse.
No, you know what? You know what? That would be worse unless he says, "I want to corrupt the core of the planet for monetary gain." You see, then it's good again.
I want to control all the quirks in the world so that people are too busy trying to get the basic essentials to survive that they won't notice me drilling the Arctic for oil.
He's like, "Izuku, my dear child, have you ever heard of Mako?"
My Hero 2 just is him building Midgar.
My Hero just ends up being a prequel to Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, fuck.
Like at the next Anime Expo, Horikoshi goes on stage, rips off his face, and it was Tetsuya Nomura all along.
Oh my god.
I'm sweating.
Me too.
Sweating so hard.
So stupid.
It's the dumbest shit. I love it. All right. So, do we wrap this up then?
I think so. Thank you everybody once again for tuning in. We are going to throw up the Feb poll suggestions tonight. So, look out for that. And then we'll probably put the actual poll up before the episode next week so that we have an idea figured out. It's a short month after all, so got to go double time.
All right.
Other than that, that's all I got. So we will see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you guys around. Bye-bye.